This boy has pale skin, no hair, and looks like an alien. He has been trapped in a tunnel for more than 70 years. Where did this mysterious boy come from? Hi everyone, PopcornSet here. Today, I will explain one episode of American television series called Fringe. Be ready for some spoiler ahead. Several construction workers find a boy in a tunnel and immediately notify the FBI when they discover him. It is determined that this tunnel had been sealed shut for more than 70 years, like a sarcophagus. The construction crews performed a search of the tunnels. The only living things down there are rats and insects, which means this mysterious boy survives in the tunnel only by eating rats and insects. High in protein, but still lacks certain minerals which may account for his baldness. Moreover, the lack of sunlight has caused the boy to develop pigmentation that pales his skin. The scene then cuts to a laundry room. A man approaches a girl and begins to hit on her. But the girl is not interested in this greasy man and stares at him coldly. As she sees the man leave on a wheelchair, she realizes he is a disabled person and feels a sense of guilt. So the girl catches up with him and helps the man with his laundry basket. However, this man is not a disabled person. Instead, he is a serial killer who has killed 4 women over a period of 2 days. As the girl turns around, the man stands up and kidnaps her to a warehouse. Then the man begins to perform his surgery on the unconscious girl. On the other side, the FBI agent named Olivia gets a phone call about the girl's death. She grabs a pen and paper, writing down the address of the crime scene. Just then, the mysterious boy holds Olivia's pen and writes Gilmore. Olivia is confused about the message and tries to ask the boy what it means, but the boy does not speak. At night, Olivia arrives at the crime scene and finds the victim displayed in a gruesome pose. The killer bleached the girl's skin, removed her piercings, and dyed her hair. Surprisingly, Olivia finds out that the girl's name is Gilmore, the same name as the boy wrote down earlier. Olivia is shocked. How does the mysterious boy know the murdered girl's name? Olivia informs a scientist named Walter of this situation. Walter suspects that the boy may, in fact, be decades old. But since he has been in a dark environment for decades, it has affected his growth, so that is why he still appears prepubescent. But they still have no idea why the boy can predict things and where he is from. On the other side, the serial killer finds a woman walking a dog. He approaches the woman and begins to chat with her. In the hospital, Olivia brings the boy some chocolates. Soon, the boy develops trust in Olivia. He takes out a pen and writes down an address. Olivia feels that someone may be in danger, so she immediately rushes to this address but finds nothing. But the killer is actually hiding in a car right in front of her. At night, the FBI finds a dead woman near the boy's address to Olivia. Olivia regrets she didn't investigate that place more carefully. She is informed that a little while after she left, a neighbor found a dog tied to a fence. It was the victim's dog. Olivia tells Walter that the boy has once again predicted correctly. Walter says that the boy may have some unique electromagnetic field, just like a shark, which allows him to detect people's bioelectric field and react to their feelings from a distance of many miles. Olivia wants to know where the killer is. Since the boy does not speak, they decide to use a neural stimulator to read his thoughts. To help the boy relax, Walter performs a horrible dance. Just then, an agent with the CIA's Directorate of Science and Technology comes in and wants to take the boy, as they would be taking full custody of the child. Olivia asks the agent to leave the boy with them for one more day, so that he can assist them with the criminal investigation. The agent agrees. The neural stimulator fails to work. As they have no idea how to catch the killer, Olivia is informed that the forensic found some cow's blood and plastic polymers under the second victim's fingernails. But how would someone get cow's blood on their fingers in Boston? Olivia's friend Peter thinks meatpacking plants have big rolls of industrial-grade plastic to wrap their meat in before sending them to the grocery stores. Cow's blood in plastic. So Peter guesses the killer may work for a meatpacking plant. Olivia starts to investigate meatpacking plants in the city and finally finds a clue in a very remote factory. The owner says a man bought some plastic from him a few days ago and gives the man's sketch to Olivia. And through the boy's ability to predict the future, she learns where the murderer would commit the next crime. So she arranges a police checkpoint at that place in advance and compares the sketch with the driver's. Sometime later, she finds the murderer. But before she can catch him, the killer steps on the accelerator and frantically flees. Olivia shoots his tires out with a gun so the killer can only get out of the car and run frantically. While Olivia is chasing the killer, other police open the trunk of the killer's car. Fortunately, the victim is still alive. Olivia follows the killer to an alley. The killer attacks her with a knife from behind. But Olivia fights back quickly, snatches the knife, and stabs the killer to death. This serial murder case finally comes to an end. In order to give the boy a better environment, Olivia asks her friend to take care of the boy. The episode ends as the boy sees a person who is as pale as him without hair on his way home. The secret about the boy has not been discovered yet. If you like to know who the boy is, you can watch the entire series of Fringe. Subscribe for more stories like this. I'll see you next time.